Then there are times, there are processes that God put in place in my heart, how to single out someone and pray over them, and then he'll give me a word for them. Sometimes I'll have a visitation from the Lord about a person, and I'll call them, or I'll have Michelle call them, or she'll call you and tell you what God tells me to tell you. And if you listen to that word, your life will change, just like her life changed. She's going to tell you in a moment, but tell them about this.
Yes, sir. It was so amazing.
Because I know they think we are money-making Ponzi scheme. But when you hear this testimony, you know we are not liars here. There's real supernatural financial breakthroughs happening through this ministry. I want to see the hands of anybody else who've had a financial breakthrough through coming to this ministry. Wave your hands at me. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? And all of you that are watching me right now, some of you out there have had financial breakthroughs. Y'all saw my other son in the NFL who's doing very good, Tremont Williams, right now, who played for the Green Bay Packers. He gave $1 million to this ministry. And he got on television. Did y'all see that testimony? He came up here on this set and he said, once I gave that $1 million, he says, my stocks went through the roof. He says, I only would make like $300,000 or $400,000 on my stocks. He says, when I gave the $1 million, I got $500,000 more back than when I put in. He says, my stocks did 1.5 million that year. He says that has never happened. And so I'm telling you, when you sow into this ministry, you that are watching me live streaming, watching me all over the world, when you sow into this ministry, financial breakthrough is yours. But Michelle, tell them a little bit what happened and how you went to Susan. Come closer.
It was so amazing, Apostle. You had me reach out to her, and I had reached out to her, and gave her the word from you, and it was exactly what she needed to hear. And it was so specific, the things. And then you got on the phone with her. You said, I need to speak to her.
Yes. Go on.
You said, I need to speak to her. It was, I have to talk to her directly. And so you actually got on the phone with Susan. And when you talked to her, Apostle, you prophesied things to her. There's no way, and you know this, there's no way that nobody could know this unless Jesus was telling you these particular things. Because you specifically not only told her, to sow this, but the things that you talked to her about were for her destiny and the destiny of her family. And you have that spiritual authority to break those financial lack on people's back. You have that. And you gave her that. She walked into that blessing, and she was willing to. And you told her even specifically that $5 million, you said that millions of dollars was getting ready to be released over her if she did this before the end of the year. And that's exactly what happened before the end of the year.
That is amazing. Give God the glory. It happened. Tell the people in your own words what has happened to you and your family and what has happened. I'm just so happy for you. And I'm not only happy for the millions God has already given you. I'm happy for the millions he's about to give to you because of your continued obedience. And I'm going to tell you, she is so sweet. Out of all the money she's given, she's constantly been trying to give hundreds of thousands of dollars more. And I've had to tell her, don't do that. Don't give no more. I'm having to stop her and say, don't give no more. Because I'm not into trying to abuse anybody. You understand? Because I will never deplete her resources just so she can help us. Because I know this. We are asking for finances all the time. And when you're around a ministry like this and you have it, you just feel, let me give it. But if you've already given $1 million, you don't, and what you've given, you don't have to keep giving like that, because you need finances for yourself. You're to wait on God to give you more. But this is the point. Me nor anybody can support a ministry like this by ourselves. Even if God give you millions of dollars, you cannot support a ministry on your own. It takes the masses around the world to do this. How many understand this? Because there will always be a need. The poor is always with us. Do you understand that? This is a multi-million-dollar ministry. Only one project we are doing costs $400 million that we are trying to do. And I know that there's some things we've spoken about, even like the mall in St. Louis, and then the officials fought us. We've been fought on every hand, but we're still going to build this arena. I want you to know that. With the Convoy of Hope, the two people who vowed the $1 million and the $500,000, That money has not come in through stocks yet. So that's why you don't see the 18-wheeler trucks or that stuff out there yet. I really had hope for that to be in so we could get the trucks, especially since these hurricanes have hit the coast. You know, our heart is to really also minister to natural disasters. But all I'm saying is there is always going to be a need. And I'll always be honest with you about the money. I'll always talk to you about where the money is going, if it has come in, what has happened. If I tell you about a project we're trying to do and you don't see the evidence yet, I'll tell you what's going on. I'll always be open with you. Amen. Isn't that fair? Come on. So sometimes people vow things and they're not lying, or not vow, and then some things get in the way and it's a delay in it. So there's a delay on our convoy of hope because of certain stocks that have not come through, about 1.5 million that they vowed in the crusade. Amen. So we thought we had it all, but we really don't have it yet.